Once every 3 years, Apple redesign iPhones. As you can see, it's brand new design. But not only the designs, there's actually quite a lot of difference in specs. So let's dive in. First of all, let's open the box. When you hold the box, you immediately realize how small the box is. The reason why this is so thinner is because Apple stopped shipping charging brick and earpods. Apple claimed that this is better for the environment because everybody already have earpods and charger. Yeah, it's fair, but what most people own is this 5-watt Type A charger. But Apple this time shipped USB-C cable, so you cannot use this together. So if you only have this, you're gonna have to buy USB-C charger. So colors. So this time there's a new colors: black, white, blue, red, and green. So this is a green version. It's really, I kind of like it. It's like a light pastel green color. So it's kind of happy color. I like it. The Japanese company called Seiko Advance used to provide these colors for iPhone 11 series. So I'm kind of curious to see like which company actually provides this color, because I'm Japanese, so I'm kind of curious, if Seiko Advance provides that. But this is a really nice color design. So as you can see, it's totally changed. So it's really flat design. It's kind of like a iPad Pro. Personally, I really like it. It's really easy to grip. I feel like iPhone is more secure in my hand. I really like this design because it's easy to grip, because it makes it thinner. So if you put like an iPhone 11 type of design, which is like a rounded corner, it's really difficult to utilize that space. So it's actually more efficient to put components in rectangular design. That's why this time Apple could reduce the size of the iPhone. In terms of the reachability, so this has 6.1 inch display, and it's pretty comfortable for me to reach every corner with my thumb. So my hand is about like 8 inches, like maybe 20 centimeter. I can actually really easy to reach to the other end. So it's really kind of easy to maneuver my phone. So this time, display must be one of the biggest upgrades for this phone. It used to be LCD display, but this time OLED display. This OLED was supplied by Samsung and I believe LG for this year. So that's a sweet upgrade. So in terms of brightness, it goes up to 625 nits. So for the Pro model, that would be 800. So Pro is brighter, but 625 nit, to me, it's very clear. So I'm happy with this. So this time, Apple put something called ceramic shield. Supposedly, this has 4 times better performance in drop resistance. However though, I just opened this today and I already have scratches on the surface. So I don't know about like a scratch resistance and refresh rate. Refresh rate is still 60 Hertz. And some people may be saying like, why can't Apple put 120 Hertz? And I know you're feeling, but I think there's a couple of reasons. One, battery life. 120 Hertz consumes more battery, so maybe that's why. But also, the big difference between Apple and other companies are these iPhones will be sold millions of units per year. Probably iPhone 12 itself will sell 30 to 40 million this year. And so from supplier's perspective, it's actually really difficult to ensure the quality of the display, especially something like really brand new 120 Hertz display. I think that's why maybe there's a supply chain issue, quality issue. Maybe that's why Apple couldn't do it. Apple used to put a lot of interesting cutting edge technology in iPhone back then, but at that time, their sales number was not as big as right now. So situation has changed. Let's talk about chipset. So this one has A14 Bionic chip. That's the first 5 nanometer process-based chip. So it's basically the fastest chip ever in the industry. So which is great. It's much faster than A13 Bionic chip. But to be honest, for most use cases, including casual gaming, A13 Bionic chip was still overkill. So this one just overkill again. So to me, it's nice to have higher performance chips, but it's hard to appreciate how fast it is in the daily life, besides computational photography ability. I also have to mention this one has 4 GB of RAM, which is basically the same size as iPhone 11 Pro series. To be honest, 4 GB is more than enough. I never felt stuck just using 4 GB of RAM. I play a lot of games, but never really felt like 4 GB of RAM is a bottleneck of what I'm doing. So this should be enough. Next, camera. So we got new good upgrades on camera. So we have wide and ultra wide angle lens. So speaking of wide angle lens, and we have new lens. So we have like a 7P lenses, and it takes 27% more light in a sensor, so you can take brighter photo even in the inside or outside, even at night. Apple didn't mention about sensor size for iPhone 12, so probably the sensor is still the same from the previous generation, so only lens is different. So ultra wide. So this time we can take night mode photo on ultra wide, which we couldn't do on 11 Pro Max and 11. And this low light performance also applies to video. So if you take video outside at night, and that's much better and brighter, better quality video. So that's a really sweet upgrade. And this time you can also take Dolby Vision HDR, so which is basically much brighter, vibrant, better quality video. It's 60 times more color at 10-bit. Dolby Vision HDR is used by like TV producers or like Hollywood movies. Now we can shoot same quality of video in iPhone. Speaking of camera, now we can use night mode in front camera. So now you can take nice selfie. Next up, 5G. So I live in the UK, in London. So we don't have millimeter wave. So I get like sub 6 gigahertz. I think millimeter wave is only for US market, and the rest of the world I think is sub 6 gigahertz. So 5G is really tricky. It really depends on where you live. If you can get 5G in your neighborhood, I think it's great. You should upgrade that. But I would assume most of people don't really still have access to 5G. So I don't think it's smart to upgrade your phone just because 5G. The battery. So iPhone 12 has 2815 milliampere hour battery. So it's actually not that big compared to other like Android phones, right? But battery life improved because of the A14 Bionic chipset. So I think we should be able to get the same amount of hours compared to iPhone 11, I think. But we have to still test, and I'm gonna update you once I test that. But lastly, MagSafe. What is MagSafe? MagSafe basically is a new way to charge your phone. It's basically this magnet inside of your new phone, and this is MagSafe. So if you just attach it, you can now charge through your back, and you don't need to use the lightning cable. You can also buy MagSafe enabled case, and then you can just put like this, and you can put MagSafe like this. Then you can still charge through your case. So this is kind of nice. But you maybe notice what's the really point of like this MagSafe, right? Because you still have to be in a range of this cord, and which is not that long, probably like 1 meter, maybe 2 feet or something. So there's a news and there's a rumor around next year's iPhone, and iPhone 13 or maybe iPhone 14. Apple is planning to kill lightning cable. So iPhone 13 or 14 will be a portless iPhone. So there's gonna be a no USB-C, lightning, nothing. When that happens, people have to charge the phone through this. And this is why Apple is releasing this, to really make you familiar with this MagSafe kind of situation. So then what's gonna happen to the data connection? I don't know yet. My hope is that there's gonna be maybe smart connector here, and there's also gonna be maybe new wireless data transmission. Maybe not like AirDrop, but I'm hoping to get like a Y gig or something. I'm hoping to get something much faster wireless data transmission technology in the next iPhone. So that's maybe something to look forward to. And some of you may be thinking, are they really doing it? And I think Apple really will do that because one of the big reason is that now EU is trying to ban lightning cable, because what EU is trying to do is basically trying to consolidate different kind of cable into USB-C because it produces a lot of e-waste, right? So Apple won't be able to use or sell lightning cable and lightning enabled devices. And that's really a bummer, right? And of course, Apple doesn't want to put USB-C on your iPhone because USB-C doesn't generate license fee like lightning cable. So maybe that's why they're gonna kill the port and they're gonna go into totally different kind of smart connector type of situation. I think that's what's gonna happen in next 2 to 3 years. So who should really buy iPhone 12 then? So I would say 99% of iPhone user will be happy with iPhone 12 because it's got a new camera, it's beautiful, you can take beautiful photos and videos, it's got a new chipset, 4 GB of RAM, which is enough, and big battery, 2800 would be more than enough for most of people, and new display. So I think this is a really great deal for most of people. And if you're looking for smaller device, there's gonna be iPhone 12 mini, which is gonna be 5.4 inches. I'm gonna buy it and review it, so if you wanna look at it, please subscribe. But that might be an option too. But you have to remember the battery is smaller. So if you use the phone a lot, so you're gonna have to charge the phone frequently. Alright, so that's it for my first impression of iPhone 12. And I'm going to review and open this iPhone 12 Pro, but also iPad Air 4th generation in the next video. And I'm gonna compare which is better and how it's different between these two. So if you're curious, please subscribe. And I would like to also test this camera and all these little features in a future video. So please look forward to it. So it's been nice and see you in the next video. Cheers.